This is where we get a little serious. So, when you think about, I guess, the kids, right? Does that not motivate you a little more to like say, okay, you know what? I gotta stop this nonsense. Like, I gotta make sure I am there for my kids in all the best ways. You know, like where are you at with those thoughts? You know?
Of course it does. I'm sorry. I think about them all the time, if not every minute, bro. I was such a great mom, and I'm sorry. You always doing this, Marcus. I'm missing out a lot on their lives.
And we got a big hug coming, okay?
Thank you, Marcus.
All right, you
Yeah,
make sure you have a good one.
one.
Come on over here. Come on. Look, you already know it's all love, okay? You seem like you're the mom that has the Easter baskets and that, you know what I'm saying, make sure that they have the best Christmases ever and that type of stuff. You seem like that. You seem like her. And so you can't let this thing win.
Shit, Marcus, alright?
I'm serious.
It won't win. It won't.
What's up, YouTube? So guys, I'm back in the gym with Katie, back on the meal plan with Chef Said, and back in the streets full time. So it's time to get back to the content. What's up, YouTube?
Hey.
Atlanta Street Interviews out here with an update. So how you doing, young lady?
Better than last time.
Better than last time?
Yeah.
Okay, how so?
Well, I mean, things are starting to look up a little more. I've had a lot of people reach out to me, so I'm starting to get the ball rolling on getting my
Okay,
life back
from the
there.
interview, people's reaching out?
And happy 4/4 those out there who are celebrating the Celestial Portal event.
Okay. Shout out to everybody celebrating 4/4. But yeah, did they reach out to you from the interview? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, if you could,
Okay.
through the comments.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you had a heck of a story, you know.
Yeah.
The tears were real, right? The hugs and everything was real. So, okay, but so what's really going on, man? Like, so are we kind of in and out the addiction stuff, or like what's happening?
Well, I mean, I've been praying a lot. I've been reaching out to my higher power as much as I can, I just ask God to take the taste out of my mouth. I'm trying to get him to, I mean, he's working on it.
How often are we doing
That's
it
the
at
best
this
way I can
point?
put it.
Like, when's the last time, you know, and I ask for truth and transparency. That's how we grow. Okay?
Yesterday,
Okay.
last night.
I get it. So, because you said you hadn't slept a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? And you look like it. I'll be honest, right? You look like it.
Oh my God.
Okay, right?
I know.
So, and the guy that you was with, I think he came and did something. I saw him like a couple days ago. You still with that
You
guy?
talking about Solo, my brother?
Yes.
Street brother? Yeah. Yeah. I saw him.
Are y'all like together? Like, what's the real deal?
No. Oh, no.
You sure?
No, I'm
Okay. Because
his mom, like, when I became homeless and, you know, they still had an apartment for a second. So they kind of took me in and we got close, you know.
Okay.
I was calling my brother because that's a thing here in Atlanta.
Everybody's brother,
sister.
sister. Yeah, I hate it. I get it though. I get
adapt with the lingo
I
here.
get it because everybody be like bro and sister one moment, and the next moment they don't rock with each other.
Right.
And it's like, for real? All right,
Right.
cool. So, okay, so what is like, all right. So I'm again ask for transparency, right? So we know what comes with that addiction, right? So have you been doing any sex work?
No.
Okay. So how you been getting money, like for whatever?
I mean, in the past, you know, I mean, I don't sell anything, but, you know, guys are, you know.
They make offers and you accept type deal.
I mean, not when it comes to sexual favors, not no exchanging. I wouldn't say that.
So then what are you saying? Because that's what I'm
like,
saying.
If a guy comes to me and he's like, hey, let me buy you such and such. I mean, later on that night, you know, I may want to
give him some, you know, thank you, Kuda Cat, real quick.
Just because I want to. You know,
Okay. And so is that what's going on out here, like with you right now, whatever?
Somewhat, but
because nothing's free,
I'm
right?
getting a lot of. I wouldn't say. I know I'm not selling anything. What I'm saying, you know, I'm not.
Well, you tell us. That's what I'm trying to get
yeah.
people to understand. Like, how do people live in these situations?
Those type of situations come up when, you know, I was introduced to lifestyle, and of course it's a street life. Everybody we grown, we know what the fuck going on.
Right.
So it's things like that, and I would say they're plays. That's a street language for it.
Right.
Plays. It just, I can't do something like that and be okay with myself.
How do you think you would feel?
Remorseful. Of low morals.
So that's what I'm saying. Have you done it to where you know that you would feel that way because you felt that way before?
Yeah, I mean, it really, that type of stuff will sit on your conscience because, you know, it's just not, it doesn't resonate with your soul.
Yeah, it doesn't. It does. It goes against your soul.
Yeah.
So, okay, so let me ask. I mean, so because we know it's the history, right? We know it's not what you're currently doing.
Right.
But describe to us, like, what, you know, like how that situation works, right? Like, so, you know, like say the last time that you did it, right? Explain the whole story. How did it happen? Where'd you meet him at? How did they?
I was on Cleveland and I met this guy. He was really cute, and he took me shopping, took me out to eat, stuff like that.
Okay.
And he was like, I want some, you know what? Like some punani. He was like, yeah, it was some punani. I said, I was gonna do that anyway because I felt, you know, he was really attractive. Then he spoiled me that day, so I was like, yeah. I give him some.
Okay, and so was that like a one-time thing, or was it?
It was out there, yeah.
Why didn't you like keep in touch with him?
One night only. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Why didn't you keep in touch with him or whatever?
For one, I can't keep a phone. I keep breaking it, or somebody ends up stealing it, or I steal it.
Right, but like, why didn't you like stay with him that night or whatever? So
it just, well, because guys like that seem to feel like they want to gain control. Like, I'm in a situation now. I met this guy, staying with him. He came to me yesterday. I did stay out because he was, you know, home with someone else. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to get in the space, his family space.
Okay, so he got a wife or whatever and everything like that?
No. He don't have a wife,
but a girlfriend?
He has family, yeah.
A lady was living there?
Well, she came to visit. And
okay.
I felt like, you know, let me just give us some space, you know.
And who is this guy to you?
I wasn't into him like that.
Okay.
So, but I appreciate him allowing me to rent a room and stuff like that at his house. But, yeah, he did get me a cellular device. And he came and took it from me because I stayed away from him a day. And I didn't return home because he had company. So.
Well, did he feel like y'all was like had an agreement or something like that?
I guess that's how he felt. Like, hey,
well, yeah, I don't know. You guess that. Did he say like, hey, this is the agreement and whatever, and then
do what I say, come home and say anything else is not okay. Yeah.
Okay, so why'd you break the agreement or whatever?
Because I felt very uncomfortable. Like, while he, you know, I felt like I was just in the way type of deal, and I could tell I was making her uncomfortable.
Making the woman that was there?
Yeah, because she was trying to figure out like what's really going on.
Like, who is this? Like, what's happening?
Three's company right now. So, yeah, I said I'll just eliminate myself from this equation for a while until he clears house and I'll return. You know, I didn't know that me taking the phone with me and being gone for a day, literally, would have stipulations.
Well, so let's talk about that, right?
Point where if you come home, then you can get your phone back.
Well, so let's talk about that. So, what'd you do that day? Like, so in lieu of...
Oh, I was just out and about, came down here, talked to my people,
smoke a little this and that.
Smoke a little grenade.
Okay.
You know, that way. But, yeah, that's it. Just came, chilled out. Ended up actually getting stuck down here. I missed the train.
What?
I did. I missed the train. That's what happened.
So you was out like having too much fun. You was partying.
I forgot. That's exactly what happened, bro.
You was partying.
The damn train. I did plan on returning, but
Why didn't you call him? Because you had a phone.
I just didn't want to be a bother. I'm not a pester like that.
Yeah, that's just shoot a text like, hey, I missed the train. Won't be, you know, maybe not home tonight, whatever. Yeah. You didn't think about that?
Hell no.
Okay. And so when was the last time?
Space and, you know, I just needed to get away. So.
And so you didn't consider any of these guys boyfriends or anything like that?
No, I had an ex in East Point. He recently just got out of jail, actually. So.
And how long ago was that? Like, when was the last time you was in a like relationship or whatever?
With him.
How long ago was that?
We broke up like a month ago.
A month ago? That was
right before
recently.
He went to jail. Yeah, right before he went to jail. Yeah.
So were you still homeless then?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask this basic question. I'll be trying to figure this out. And I get it, but like, I guess, why not deal with a guy that at least has a roof over his head? Like at the bare minimum.
Okay,
I ain't saying he gotta have money or nothing like that, but
sometimes
just
I'm saying it's safer to be out and about or alone than to be inside with a guy with malicious intentions. Like, everything may seem good, he may treat me good, may buy me nice things, but at the end of the day, it comes with, you know, some stipulations that I did not sign up for.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get that. What's up?
It just becomes a little too much. And
Everybody's just walking up on me today.
And guys seem to get in their feelings real quick, too.
Why? You?
I just want to keep you away from
See,
the
2
world.
years ago I would have said something very crass, but I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it anyway. Why is it? Because you got that good corner cat.
Oh yeah, got that comeback for your
You got that comeback for your ass. I get that, but then why are you outside? Like, I feel like if you had that real comeback for real, like for real, then nobody would let you like just be outside. They'd be like, oh no, not that good stuff. Like,
It's my choice.
Okay, so it's like your journey, your choice.
I'm a Sagittarius. It's the free spirit in me.
So I'm gonna ask a more serious
I like
question.
wandering, you know,
I'm asking a more serious question, right?
spontaneous thing.
So, and you know, this is where we get a little serious. So, when you think about, I guess, the kids, right? Does that not motivate you a little more to like say, okay, you know what? I gotta stop this nonsense. Like, I gotta make sure I am there for my kids in all the best ways.
Right.
You know, like where are you at with
course.
those thoughts? You know.
Of course it does. I'm sorry. I think about them all the time, if not every minute, bro. I was such a great mom, and I'm sorry. You always doing this, Marcus. I'm missing out a lot on their lives, and smoking, it helps relieve that pain. It helps to numb my thoughts, the thought pain.
Right.
But the physical pain and the physical damage is only greater.
I was about to say, it numbs the pain but makes the problem worse.
It's only getting worse. I hate talking about them.
But you got to, though. You got to say it out loud.
I'm giving it all to God. I mean, I
faith
know
without
I say
works
that a lot.
is dead.
Right. I've been praying and praying and praying.
That's what I'm saying. So what are the works?
I'm pretty sure. I'm not gonna question God like when. I'm waiting, bro. Oh man, I'm ready for this to happen.
Well, God says people like me to come in and say, "Hey, say it out loud, and let's talk about it."
Right.
Okay.
Right. I mean, you know, I think that's really what I needed to get some things off my chest about it, to actually talk about them.
Because some of the stuff that you went through, that trauma hurts. It hurts. And so people all the time run to substances to blunt that pain, especially when it's this longer term pain that's just been there forever, right? And it's like, it's unbearable. It's like this numb, dull pain, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like, man, we made a left turn. We need to reroute.
Right.
Because, you know, while you're waiting for God, the kids are growing older every day. And you seem like you seem like you're the mom that has the Easter baskets and that, you know what I'm saying, make sure that they have the best Christmases ever and that type of stuff. You seem like that. You seem like her. And so you can't let this thing win.
Shit, Marcus, alright.
I'm serious.
It won't win. It won't. I know it may sound like a broken record.
Well, here's the thing.
But
nobody
God,
expects
all things are possible.
Nobody expects you to just shoot up from this conversation.
Right.
Nobody expects you
hours.
like, oh, she's all healed now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is just seed planting. This is conversations that will reverberate in your head, hopefully at the right time.
Right.
So that eventually you can say, okay, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's enough.
Right.
Right? Because even like the crack these days, they say it's nowhere near as good as what it used to be. Just to be honest, like they say it's not even as good. They say it's cut with fentanyl and everything else. So you don't know what you're getting high off of, you know?
I've lost a few friends off fentanyl.
Right.
Overdose. I too myself overdosed on fentanyl.
Man. Can't put nobody on video, man. Watch all this man video, man. Which video you like, man?
So, oh, hey, look, shout them out. Come on
Hey,
with
which
it.
video you like the most,
Come
Flo?
on with it, hey man.
Which video you like the most, man?
Shout it out. Yeah, man, what's happening, man? It's Marcus Atlanta Street Interviews. So what's happening, man? Look, you don't interrupted her interview just to let you know, man. We was getting deep, man. We was getting deep.
Hey, they were getting
All
deep.
right, we
I
was
told
getting
you.
deep, man.
Man, back to business, man.
All right, back to the content. All right, okay.
Look,
So
Marcus is training right there.
That's it. He getting it in. He getting it in.
He's practicing.
So
I like
okay,
that.
so you know, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what's like in your head?
I'm sorry.
If you did have a plan, what would it be?
If I did have a plan.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have a plan.
Okay, talk
It's
about
just
it.
Taking action on it is, I'm a little stagnant.
Okay, so what's the plan? What's the action?
First things first, shelter, ID. I was able to get, you know, the little rooming situation, but that's probably what I'm what I'm gonna be working with right now. Soon I have all my identifications, birth certificates, all things like that, my vital records back in my possession to help me get, you know, things.
Yeah, you
Really
need that stuff to do everything.
Start working more instead on the table jobs, odds and ends. I have a plan. I actually, you know, I've been putting a couple feet forward. You know,
Couple what?
I've been putting my feet forward. You know, I've been walking.
Doing what?
I walk a little slow because I'm
Tell
short
us.
as hell, but
You are short.
Ah.
Let the people see you real quick. You're a little shorty. And you got that long booty. Turn around and see that long booty. I like that long booty. I ain't gonna lie. I like that long booty.
Get off mine.
Everything
Get off
ain't gotta be
mine.
like bubble, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I like a natural shape, but either way it goes. So,
Right.
but seriously, like, okay, so the actions is basically just kind of putting one foot in front of the other.
Right.
And getting the basic stuff that you need first.
Right.
And so, listen, nobody's gonna blame
Like
you
baby
if
steps, because I literally take baby steps.
yeah, you got the baby feet, right?
Right.
What size shoe do you wear?
5.5 to 6.
If y'all want to get us some shoes, 5.5, 6, all right? But yeah, because you know, it's just like, hey, look, nobody's gonna say, hey, you know, hey, you might have your times where you slip back, you know, for a second, just to let a little steam out the pot or whatever
Right.
it is, and don't beat yourself up about that. I think that's where people get stuck at.
Right.
Is they
Because
slip
it
back
makes it think
and
that
then they
it's
beat
okay.
and they beat themselves up.
Right.
And then in the beating themselves up just makes them more depressed.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So
And it makes it worse. Like, I never understood, like, when I have visitation with the kids, like, on the phone, I would chase more. Like, I would even I run to my addiction
yeah.
even harder.
Yep.
It's like a bad relapse in the same day type of situation. It's like,
I've got
I
an
don't
idea.
understand that.
Go ahead.
Like, I'm talking to my therapist about it, but I never understood that. How come when I'm doing something I'm supposed to be doing,
It makes you more stressed
makes
and
me-
run
yeah,
towards that.
Yeah, it makes
Because you know that you're
makes
not.
me want to get higher even more.
Well, because it brings light to the reality.
It's sad, but it's true.
Well, it brings light to the reality that you're living
Like
in,
how
which
much
is that.
I done fucked up.
Yeah, that you have to have video calls with your
Fucked
kids.
up.
So the fact that you even have to do that is, in and of itself, like,
Yeah.
you know, a reality check. Like, damn, this sucks. Like,
Yeah.
I'm in this situation. You
That
know?
was, that was once upon a time. Like, hopefully I can hit rewind on some things and they give me a second chance to.
Well, talk to them right now. Talk to your kids. Tell them whatever it is you want them to hear or know.
Sorry. Trey, Zaria, Serenity, and the kids, and Melody. Mommy loves you. I promise to get my family back with my 5 heartbeats. I love you guys so much.
If they were to ask, which, you know, they may not, their kids, but they may be thinking this, right? So if they were to ask, Mommy, is the crack more important than us?
Of course not.
And so would they, and then they would say, well, why?
I know they would feel that way because it seems like my actions are proving that to be true, but that's not true. It's a real battle. It's a real sickness, and it's a fight constantly.
Help them to understand.
I dealt with the same thing with my father's mom being absent because of drugs.
So you know exactly how it feels.
I do. But even then, all I did was I turned to God in solitude. And I know you guys are young, but you do understand who God is, and you know who God is. Anytime that you're in doubt, Mommy misses you so much. But I'm always there in your heart, and I promise to do my damnedest, no matter what. I will not stop fighting for my baby's back.
Can't you record it, man? It's permission.
All right.
But God got you. I pray for you every day, for Him to take care of you, protect you, and cover you with His blood.
God gonna protect him.
He does.
All right,
He will.
and until
No
you
matter
get back
what
right.
He did it for me, as so for my kids, He shall do. I have faith in Him every day.
All right. Well, listen, Miss.
We
really appreciate-
That also keeps me from worrying so much about them, because I know that God favors them as well.
God's favor is everything, man. I tell you
Grace
what.
and
So,
mercy.
all right. Well, listen, Miss. We really appreciate you. Like I say, taking the time having this update discussion.
Hey, bye,
If
you
anybody
guys.
did want to reach out, help or donate, because you gave us some other guy's cash app that he didn't ever get back in touch with you, so you don't know how much.
That was
and
fucked
that
up,
was a
too.
hell of a story. That was a
That
hell
was
of a
fucked
video.
up.
So he probably got like at least a couple $100.
You know who you are. Nigga, you.
All right, but do you
Nah,
have,
I'm just kidding.
do you have any way for them to, if they want to donate, reach out or anything like that?
I do. I can give you my number. It's the best thing I can do.
No, because then you have 1,000 people calling you, okay? And they're gonna be offering you to come out to Wisconsin, and then you're gonna end up being sex trafficked and
Okay,
stuff,
well,
right? So we don't
How
want
about
that.
really the cash app above the video? Anything you guys can do to help me out, small amount, it doesn't even matter. Anything is
All right, so but you don't have your own cash app?
welcome. Yeah, I do.
What is it?
I do. It's a number.
Okay, so
I have my
you
cash
give me the
app.
number and I'll look it up and see what the cash
is.
app that comes
right,
tagged.
because
Okay.
it's new. I just did it. you
Okay, no worries. All right, well listen, you definitely be blessed. Okay, and we got a big hug
too.
coming.
Thank
Okay.
you, Marcus.
All right, you
Yeah, I
make sure
need
you have
one.
a good
I
one.
need
Come
one.
on over here. Come on. Look, you already know it's all love. Okay.
I never thank nobody for making me cry.
I know, right? Listen, did you ever think that?